I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Any additions or deletions to the agenda? Anybody? No? Okay. So I guess we'll move to the, you want to sit right here? To the reorganization of the board. We can start with the chair. So I just need a,
I nominate Wally for chair of the select board.
okay. Do I have a second? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, do I have a nomination for the vice chair?
I would nominate Alan.
Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay. Next is highway commissioner.
I nominate Wally.
Okay. Do I have a
I'll
second?
second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Aye. Okay, next is building commissioner. Do I have a nominee for building commissioner?
You mentioned when we were talking before the meeting, you had some experience in that.
Yeah.
I mean, is it something you're interested in?
Yeah.
Joe, do you have any interest in the position?
No, that's fine.
Okay, so what are you nominating?
I will nominate Stephen.
Okay. Can I get a second?
I'll second
Okay. All those in favor?
it. Aye.
Alright.
Okay. Water sewer commissioner. Do I have a nomination for water and sewer commissioner?
I'll nominate Alan.
Okay. Do I have a second?
I'd second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Parks, playground, and cemeteries commissioner. Do I have a nomination for that?
I nominate Kristen.
Okay. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay, town ambulance and fire director. Do we have a nomination for that?
I nominate Joe. Deborah.
Are you
which
good
one?
with that? For ambulance and fire?
There you
Sure, I'd second it.
Okay.
go. Do you want to, are you aware of what the position entails? I mean, just so you're,
Oh, I'm sure we figured it out.
okay. I'm sure Alan's helped out with that a little bit. He could give you a few details if you want that beforehand or you're comfortable.
Well, I'm kind of thinking we're all going to help each other out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we always do.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's supposed to be team.
yeah.
And how long are these until when?
Until next March.
Okay, so it's only for the year.
It's for the year,
So we can
yep.
restructure at any that point
Yeah.
and,
I mean, and throughout the year, if need be, we can discuss it and,
yeah.
yeah.
Trash,
Well, wait, we didn't finish that.
Oh,
I
sorry.
nominated Joe.
okay, and Stephen.
I seconded it.
Seconded. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next, trash commissioner. So do you want,
Is this a board thing?
it could be the whole board.
Is that what it's been in the past?
I think so,
In the past.
in the past, yes, so we'll just,
Is everybody okay with it remaining as a board thing? Because it doesn't come up often.
Yeah.
If that, I'll make the motion that we make it a board position.
okay, can I get a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Police, as you can see on your sheet, it's always been the entire board, so I would just need a motion to keep it that way.
I'll make the motion.
Okay, can I get a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next is to designate the day, time, and place for regularly scheduled meetings, which is the first and third Monday of each month at the town hall at 5 p.m. unless otherwise noted. I just need a motion to keep that the same.
I'll make that motion.
Can I second?
I'll second.
Oh, Joe, okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. And then just to designate locations for posting meeting notices is the town hall and the post office.
Are those the only two we use now?
Yes, unless someone can think of another one where it should be, I mean, I post on the website as well. Let's get posted.
And what,
I could post down at the market too,
I mean, what is the total number of spots we're,
3 plus the website.
3 is ideal.
Yeah.
So sometimes it would go down to Pinnacle. The ones at the market tend to get
taken
Take it
down?
down.
And then one at the Pinnacle, because it's behind the glass, it tends to stay there longer?
Right, but we don't have access to that, so I don't know if they would do it or.
I can just check with them down there, I can ask if it's still okay to post them down
Does
there.
anybody have any other ideas of public places in town that would work well?
There's not many places.
No.
No,
Okay.
okay, I'll check with Stewart's. Okay, so now, if Wally, you wanna take over with the appointment since you've been assigned to the chair, I'll let you take over the meeting.
Alright. Planning Commission.
So we have one, I put 2 names down, but I never heard back from the second one, so I'll just have to double check with her. But we have Laura Hancock, who's our assistant, who has come forward and expressed interest in being a part of the planning commission.
And how many are we?
We have 3 vacant seats on the planning commission. Jacques Desatel was just reelected at town meeting. And there was 3 or 2.
No,
There was 3. There was 3 blank spaces where someone could get written in, and no one got written in, so Laura
Okay.
showed interest.
Alright.
And I don't know if you wish to say anything.
No, I'm just interested, just everything I've learned about the town since I've been here. So a good way to get involved and try and help out.
So I mean,
We have a
someone has to make a motion.
motion to add Laura Hancock as a planning commission member.
I'll make a motion.
We have a second?
Either way.
Yeah, okay. And are we waiting to hear back from Karen, tabling her as a
We'll
nominee?
table Karen as an appointment until the next meeting.
And we still have 3 empty spots on that?
So with Laura, we'll have 2
Okay.
now, yes. And we did make a posting for anyone who was interested to come forward, and I didn't have any except for Laura and Karen. But I wanted to be sure, I never heard back from her today, so I don't want.
I just got that, I haven't had time to read through it yet, but what is it?
The planning commission, so they do they work on the town plan and they play a vital role in us being able to apply for certain grants. You wanna say anything?
John can speak to the planning commission. He served on there for how long?
I don't know, a few years.
2 years.
They update the town plan every few years, and they also are responsible for updating the zoning bylaws.
And how would one go to get on there?
The planning commission, they would come here and say that they were interested in being appointed as a member, and you guys could decide. And then after that, so with Laura, with you appointing Laura, she will have to run for the seat for the remaining years for that vacant seat that she filled. She would have to get a petition with the 1% of the voters and then be put on the ballot.
So yeah, like as we were talking about,
Next
a lot
year, yes.
of our town positions don't go unfilled, and then it's to the select board to appoint positions or individuals. So I mean, if in a perfect world, if our ballot was full, a lot of these we wouldn't be appointing.
Right.
Yeah. All right, then we move on to Lister.
So on the ballot, there was two vacant seats for listers. As we all know, Eric is one of our listers, but usually the board of listers consists of at least 2 people. Technically, they like to have 3.
3 for statute.
So we did have Jonathan Hancock come forward, and he is interested in becoming a lister.
All right, I'll make a motion for Jonathan.
Do you wanna hear, I think you want, I
Do
think
you
he
wanna
wants
say-
to see.
you wanna speak a little bit?
I know most of you don't know me at all. And if you have maybe heard the name mentioned, it was probably followed by the Texan that bought Behemoth's old house. I don't really have a background being a lister, but I'm willing to learn and willing to go to school and learn how to do it. I'm retired. I spent 32 years as a firefighter for the government, and yeah, just looking for something to do.
I'll make a motion and to appoint Jonathan as a lister.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, and I think you'll have a good knowledgeable instructor there.
I'm looking forward to forgetting.
Yes. Animal control, we have Tracy Evett. Have any motions? Okay,
Motion
to appoint her.
To keep her there?
Yeah,
I motion to, yeah.
Okay,
second?
Oh, I'll second it. I thought you were saying.
No, I just asked for something.
Okay.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Help officer, we
so
have,
I have Terry, sorry to interrupt you, I have Terry listed on here, but she is appointed through the state for 3 years. So we do not,
Okay.
she was appointed
All right.
last year, so she's good for another
All right.
2 years.
emergency management chair and assistant. Looks like we have Andy Pond and I guess by default, me as board chair. Is that the way it's always been?
Yeah, so it has to do with our local emergency management plan, and because he is the fire chief, he is listed as the main contact if there's a natural disaster. He would be in charge of setting up a command point and making sure everybody who needed to be contacted was contacted. So typically, the emergency management chair falls to the fire chief.
And does that make sense to take action on before we decide on the fire wardens? Or is
We
is the
can-
fire chief, because the fire wardens dictates the fire chief.
Yep, so we will,
Can we move to that first then?
Yep.
And did we get anything from the fire association
did.
spelling out their wishes?
I did. So I received an email from the secretary, Arthur Pond, and it states the Richford Firefighters Association met March 10th, 2026 to nominate 3 fire wardens for the year 2026 to 2027. The following nominations are Andrew Pond, Shelby Paquette, and Colby Tanner.
Any motions to accept that slate?
I'll make the motion to accept them.
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Then I guess we'll go back to where we left off. Emergency chair and assistant. Have a motion for that. Slate of Andy Pond and Wally Steenar as board chair.
Wouldn't we still have to wait though, because we got the wardens, but
But
they
the wardens have to
haven't picked the chief.
pick the
That's
chief
correct, I
and
forgot
the
that, yeah, the date.
assistants, yeah.
So they go back and pick that.
Yep.
So we'll table that one.
Okay. So that'll be tabled to the April
Yep.
meeting.
Alrighty. Regional Planning Commission representative, Marissa Tessier.
I was on it for the last 2 years, so I attend one meeting a month. And so basically I just sit and listen to what they're doing.
Alrighty. So we have a motion to have Marissa Tessier be our Regional Planning Commission representative.
I'll make the motion.
I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
And Karen, I see you're you're here popping your head in. Planning Commission, Marissa had you written down as possibly interested.
Definitely.
Okay, so do we have a motion to appoint Karen Cangelosi to the Planning Commission?
I'll make the motion.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right. Congratulations, welcome.
Is it available for us to take any of them other ones on the planning commission?
That I would have to look into. I don't know if the board can can be on it. I'd have to look at,
I believe Sherry was on it.
was she,
I think
as
she
a
was.
select board member too, was she?
And Jock was when he was on
When
the
he was on
board.
the board,
I
okay,
think planning might be one of the seats that's not a conflict of interest.
okay, I wasn't sure.
Do you wanna, you comfortable letting her confirm for, and then
yeah.
if it is and you're interested,
Yeah, if
we'll
it's
come back to
something
it?
that wouldn't be a
Yeah.
problem,
Okay.
I'd be
Yeah.
interested, yeah.
Yep, no, I can find out, absolutely.
Okay. All right, revolving loan fund, we have Marianne Hall, Rowena Brown, and John Libby for a 2-year term. We'll do the first two first, because are they just single term?
No, they're all.
No, they're all 2 years.
They're all 2 years,
They're all
okay.
2 years,
For
sorry.
2-year appointments,
I nominate all three, or make a motion to appoint all three, I guess.
Yeah,
do we have a second?
I'll second it.
Okay,
Are you seconding it?
All right.
All of us?
all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye, okay. Road foreman, Jason Weatherby,
I'll make the motion.
you have a second?
Second.
All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Okay. Richford, town ambulance manager, town of Richford. That being you as, you, town hall handles it?
The select board is the.
Okay, I get it, town of Richford. Okay, and so we don't need we need a motion for that if it's all of us? No, okay.
no,
Town attorney, Monahan, Safar, and Duchan.
I'll make the motion to keep them as our town attorney.
All those in, we have a second, sorry.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Town energy coordinator,
so that one's been vacant for the last 2 years. I did post it last year and I didn't have any interest.
this is one Danny Parsons formerly occupied, right, annually?
Yes. Yep,
Is there any interest in the room? What, do you know the commitment to it?
I'm honestly not sure, I'd have to look. I feel like I did do some research and it's a state statute on it, but I'm not entirely sure what it consisted of. I don't know, not really sure what that would, I could do some research again and try to figure it out and,
Okay, let's table this one until we find out a little more about what's required and the time commitment. If you guys are all right with that? Solid waste coordinator?
Town
Town
fire.
fire warden.
Town fire warden.
Thought we already did that one.
Yeah, we already did that one.
We did that and then got back up top.
Oh, yeah, with the 3 nominations.
no, so
This
this
is
is for the whole town. The warden we nominated was for the firefighters association. The town
Oh,
fire warden
oh,
is
okay,
different.
yeah.
Down, wait.
And this is a state representative, right?
Yes,
The state,
He's the one that writes your permits.
the
yes.
fire permits, burn permits, yeah. Okay. We
I
have
make a
any-
motion.
We have any seconds?
I'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Town solid waste coordinator. We have Kristen Shepherd nominated.
I'll nominate Kristen.
All those, all second. Huh?
They are the most boringest meetings. But I go, but I.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Alright. Motion passes. Town tree warden. We have Elton Dunnigan. Do we have I'll make a motion.
I'll second it.
Alright, All those in favor?
Aye.
We were supposed to, Ellen was supposed to get with us soon, right? Right?
Yeah,
You
I
said-
think we were waiting, I saw him at town meeting and I said that we would wait until after the reorganization to
Invite him in.
invite him in and
Yeah, okay.
discuss that.
TAC, Transportation Advisory Committee Representative. I will say I have not been diligent about going to these, so if anybody else is interested, I would gladly entertain somebody replacing me in that position. Basically, you meet with state representatives and local county officials, other road commissioners and other representatives about state projects, like funding avenues. It's not a fun, like the solid waste coordinator, it's not a fun position. It's a lot of, I don't know, it seems to be a lot of socializing, not a lot of activity. So that's been my experience. But, do you have any, now that I've totally, you know,
Sabotage yourself.
I mean, there might be interest, but I wouldn't without knowing more about it.
so,
Maybe we can just try to get some more information on it and
Yeah.
give it out, we can table it.
Yeah, table it for
yeah,
now.
all right.
Where do you go to meetings for that?
You have, usually they offer two options, remote and you can, usually it'll be at some town municipality will host it, you know, at their location. And it's usually once a month, not even once a month. In the summertime, it might happen once from June until October.
Right.
So it's not a full-time, like every month commitment. Northwest Communications Union District Rep,
That's a mouthful.
Dan Seeley, and I think he's a great representative for us. And for those, if you don't know, it's the fiber optics that's coming to the area, right? The high-speed internet that they're working on. So he's our representative for their planning for that. So I'll nominate Dan. We have a second?
We'll second it.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right. And the last one for the evening, our delinquent tax sale attorney, Vaughn Como. I'll make a motion to continue onward with Vaughn and his services.
I'll second it.
All those in favor? Motion passes. All right. All right. Approval of the February 16th meeting minutes. I'll make a motion to accept them. And you guys will abstain from this one.
Okay.
I'll second it.
All those in favor? Aye. And, all right, motion passes.
The reason why you abstain is because you weren't here at the meeting.
Yeah, that's, sorry, I should have explained for that.
Understood.
Other business?
Where do you want to start?
Well, we've talked, I'll bring up a discussion point. It doesn't need to be acted upon tonight, but I would think we need to act on it soon, considering that it's a ways out. The South Richford Road has been a concern this winter, plowing, you know, and the buildup on the streets. So I heard through somebody I was speaking with about a new plow setup that the state uses and some municipalities use that has, you know, the plow, and then right behind the plow is like almost like a secondary plow with teeth. And my understanding of how it works is the plow plows off the snow, the back blade cuts grooves into the hard pack on the roads, and it allows the salt to penetrate a little deeper, and it works faster. From what Jason was told from the guy that sells them, South Burlington, who's got several of them, thinks it's cut their salt usage down by about a third. So, and it also helps clear the roads faster. So it's about 20,000 to put it on the truck that plows the town and with the village streets, and which is the same one we've been running up the South Richford Road. So I would like to explore purchasing that for this coming winter. They're about 120 to 150 days out. So if we want to get get it in time for winter, the next month or so, we should make a decision one way or the other. So I don't know if there's any discussion, thoughts on it, but I think if it does indeed work the way we want, it'll, 55,000, a third of that's probably what, 15, 18,000. So it would pay for itself pretty quickly if it does help us attack the buildup that tends to occur on our roads. It could be worth it.
And what truck does that go on?
The smaller single axle.
And we own that?
We own that truck, yes. The plow that's on it is 6 years old. It's still usable, but it's on the last side of its. And Jason said it will mount to any new truck that we get in the future, for its usable future. The plow's life, I guess. So, like I said, just putting it on the radar, out there. So
I don't know, is it okay to talk?
yes,
I will say that's the one road we've received all the calls on
yes.
this year, and I know you got some too, but in the office, that's
The South Richford Road.
90% of the
Yeah.
complaints that we got were on South Richford Road
Yeah.
from residents.
So just trying to think of something that'll help in the future. So, or any other discussion tonight? Like I said, we don't have to act on it tonight. I'm just presenting the information. I've the cost and what I was told about the plow setup. Joe, I can share a picture. And Kristen, I think
Yeah.
Alan and Stephen, I showed. Let me see here. This is what it looks like. It's not a great picture, but you can see the plow, and then you see that the thing in the back is the grooved.
The rake thing, yeah.
Yeah, like a rake.
Definitely. Sounds like it would be a good thing, I would think, so.
Do we want to make a motion on it, or do we want to wait and table it for another day?
I'm okay with going ahead and ordering it.
Okay. So, do I have a motion to move ahead with purchase?
I'll make the motion.
Have a second?
Yeah, second.
All those in favor?
Alright.
All right. I'll have Jason work with Kylie. Other business?
I have one other business for the board.
Mhm.
So Jason brought it to me from the Vermont Electric Co-op. They are working to move some of their lines that they have going through woods, and this one currently, I believe, goes over a pond. So they're trying to make the power line more accessible from the road. So they need a permission to use the town's right of way to do this work. So I have
There's already telephone poles there.
they
They just have to replace them with, yes. Yeah.
yeah, so that's what they're looking to do. I have a packet if everyone wants to look over it. I know that Jason went with Tyler Jacobs to look where they were gonna do the work, and he approved it, but now, or for them to be.
They just want permission to work in the
To work in the right of way.
The poles are already
Poles
there.
are already
Yeah,
there,
they
but
have to
for them
put power poles in because the telephone poles
Poles aren't tall enough,
Yeah.
but they're just taken out,
Yeah,
replaced.
just put them back in the same spot, yeah.
So there's maps of where they're gonna move what, and I just need the board's signature.
Do we need a motion for that or not? Is that
I would say, just
a,
because I
Yeah,
think
think-
so,
yeah, all right.
only because you're all signing it.
Yeah, I'll make a motion that we allow Vermont Electric to do the necessary work on the Gilmat Road in our town, in our right of way.
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
So I'll just pass it around if everyone wants to sign. I only have a pencil.
I didn't even bring one back.
Oh,
Oh, we got one.
I brought one in my truck, we left it there.
We got enough to share.
So wherever if you want. There is a spot for the road commissioner to sign, so that'd be you.
Okay.
Anyone of these?
Yeah, one of the blank ones. Sorry.
Everybody's gonna get smart on us.
Yeah. And so that's all you have for other business?
That's all that I
Does
have.
anybody else on the board have other
For now.
business?
Everybody's aware, we had our pre-construction meeting for Gulf Course Road. They're gonna be starting it as soon as they can, so
Say that again, sorry.
as soon as it warms up and the weight limits are removed from the roads and frost gets out, you can expect some construction on Golf Course Road,
What are they doing?
replacing water lines and putting a pump station.
Yeah. So the log up on the top of the hill, there wasn't enough pressure, so they're putting replacing lines in so we can upgrade the pressure that reaches the top of the hill. Anything else for the board, other business? If not, I'll open it up to the floor. Karina? You guys? Yes. And you are?
I'm having your tea.
Okay.
I should have handed these out. Sorry, that one cut with tea. These right here are the zoning violation letter that I received, or a letter. And one concern I have about it is that there's supposed to be fact finding that goes along with it. Fact finding being pointing out details of what the violation is by state law. Just so that when you receive a letter and it says in the judgment of the zoning administrator, you know exactly what the judgment is. So I'm just looking for clarification in letters when they're sent out in the future.
She's our zoning administrator. Wait a second, I guess.
So state law says the facts giving rise to the alleged violation, which is what is in the detail of the second pages I handed out.
Okay.
That is actually in the statute. So the nature of the violation, detailed description of the activity or condition, date, time, and observation. So a picture, if you just send a picture, it doesn't say anything. It doesn't say exactly what it is. You just get a picture. Well, that's what I got after asking. But with the notice, it should have the details.
Do you want to speak to this, Karen?
I don't know what I'm speaking on.
Oh.
I stepped out to get my paperwork.
Here's the notice that he's getting.
Right, this is what. Okay, so this is the last one? No, this is the first one. Okay.
So the statute, the state statute says the facts given rise to the alleged violation, which is the nature of the violation, detailed description of the activity or condition, which is date, time, and the observation.
Okay, so I can speak on this because it's on private property. I cannot go on the property to get a physical, a close-up. So all the pictures that I have were taken from the road. Are you talking about 44 or well, there's 44 in North Avenue, there's 126 Center Street that are both in violation because there's been nothing done on them since Homer Durkee bought them, which is at least 10 years. Okay, so it's impossible for me to do this because I can't get on the property.
Well, even if you just send a picture, I need to know what the violation is.
Okay, but according to, this is our bylaw, this is a letter that was sent. It says any structure shall be deemed abandoned when it has not been used for at least 1 year. Abandoned structures deemed, abandoned structures must be either maintained or demolished. There's no time limit on how long a structure may remain abandoned, provided it is maintained in the judgment of the zoning administrator. Okay, a maintained structure is habitable with intact exterior walls, intact windows, and intact roof. To me, that's a clear description of the problem. Okay, she came in, we went over pictures, some of them, I had them, but I hadn't printed them, and that was my error. But they have since been printed, and I think, did I send them to you?
Sent them?
I sent them to her, and my comment on the end of the letter was, I'm looking forward to do it. Inspection together on the property by the end of April. I can't do anything because I can't get on the property without either written permission or with her or one of her siblings.
If you're gonna send a picture that's stating it's a violation, it needs to be detailed as to what the violation is.
Well, I kind of just said it, because it's not intact, it's
No.
not habitable.
You need to say what it is.
It's just, abandonment is not sufficient cause?
Abandonment is not a violation. It says it can be,
It's
it
right
says
here.
it can be abandoned for as long, there's no
As long as it's
limit.
maintained.
As long as it's maintained.
Correct, I need to know exactly what it is
What's
that's
not being maintained, I got you.
maintained.
Are you
Correct.
open to are you open to inspection?
Absolutely.
She's already been in here and we've discussed this, and I answered twice on this particular subject of both the properties,
But you said when you started that you hadn't been to inside the property.
right? But
Is that what we're looking for?
no, it's the exterior. From what I can see, there's a broken window on the right side. There's a back porch roof that's being held up by 2x4s on a slant.
So that's
On the
those are
other
the facts
side,
you're
there's
looking
two
for.
That's
broken windows.
that's the written violation that I'm looking to have written.
But because I haven't seen it close up, I couldn't write it.
But if you think it's a violation and you take a picture of it, that needs to be written so I know exactly what it is that you consider the,
I can't finish it, it's only a start.
So
does it make any sense that you would just send out a violation and not indicate what the violation is?
I think you'd have to indicate what it was.
You have to have indication as to
So-
what it is, so you know exactly what to address.
It says to cure this violation, building must be repaired so that it's habitable or demolished.
So I guess if you're saying you haven't been able to get close enough to the property to complete the thing, and Heather's saying she's willing to have you go to the property,
I thought it was a done deal, that we were gonna meet
so
by the end of April.
So I mean, I guess, can you go to the property so you can do your complete, and then,
I sent letters out, I think on Tuesday, that I was looking forward to meeting with her and doing
Yes,
the inspection.
okay,
Yes, but what I'm looking for is town-wide specific information,
Yeah.
meaning anybody who gets a violation sent to them, that they would have, if you are taking a picture, you personally, in your judgment, there is an issue. You just need to say, here's the photo, this is what the violation is.
I can probably go get 20 of those letters that say exactly what they are, because I can see them up close and personal. And these two places I can't.
well, but you have an invitation to do so now. So I mean, it's an easy fix to me, it seems like.
I thought it was already fixed. I
Okay.
was waiting
How long
to
ago?
hear. I think in the letter,
Her family does.
Okay.
I think in the letter I had said, once the snow melts and we can walk it.
Correct.
Okay.
When a certified letter goes out, it should have what the details are of the
Understood.
violation, so that when the violation is addressed, it can be signed off, that specific violation can be signed off and be notarized as being cured.
I'd like to go get some other letters that state in detail what issues are.
To me,
No, to other people.
So what's the violation?
the violation has been sitting there, it's got broken.
Is it like a disrepair, falling down?
Yeah.
It's not falling down. We've put in new, mom and dad put in new basements. The basements were ready to fall in. They've already gone through and put in brand new basements on 2 of these buildings. So it's been in process.
I just think the issue is, I think
I can get the pictures.
Well, but in this letter, I think I understand what she's saying, is you didn't provide the issues in order for a remedy to occur. It was a guess. If I'm understanding correctly, it was a guess as to what the issues were. And I think that's what we're looking for, and I think you've been invited to see the property now.
So my question is though, I'm new here, but I gotta have some questions.
Yeah.
Is it unsafe for other people that are not on a property?
Well, that's debatable.
Well, my thing
If
is,
somebody were to hit that
I've
2x4, that
I've
roof,
seen this-
I think would come down.
would they have to be trespassing on her property? Would they have to be trespassing on her property?
Well, it could be a neighbor that has permission to go on the property.
Well, that would be between her and her neighbor, not
Right.
between her and the town. I've seen this town zoning get a little carried away. Okay, I know I'm on the board and I'm not supposed to make waves, but I am going to. I've seen this zoning board get carried away with, you can't have that car in your driveway. Our town bylaws do not say you can't have that car in your driveway. It says you can't have a junk car. But then you go down and look at the definition of a junk car, and it clearly says a car that is not fit for the road, it's disassembled, broken,
Right,
and whatnot.
that's
And
not a junk car.
it is not inspected.
Right.
That doesn't say any car that's not inspected or registered falls under that
No,
category.
I agree with you.
And you've been
100%.
sending, people have been getting notices saying you can't have that car, you can't have this.
Okay, my first thing when people ask me is the first thing is, does it run? If it runs, it's not a junk car.
Doesn't even matter if it runs. Go
Well-
by our bylaws and state law. It does not have to run. It just can't be parted out as parts or junked and taken
Do
apart.
we wanna have this argument, do we wanna go through this now? Cause I can get the book out
I
and
mean,
read
if we
it.
want to waste everybody's time, we can go through it privately if you want. I don't care. But I have extenuously read state law and our town bylaws.
Okay,
And
So,
there's a very clear definition of what a junk car is.
I agree with you.
And
No,
same goes for
it's-
buildings.
it's
Why do
not-
we care if her building needs some
We're
work?
not talking about a junkyard. We're talking about
Why
a
do we
junk
care?
vehicle.
Yeah.
I do care if
We-
what our
we do-
structures look like in this
We do care
town.
what the structures
We need to
look like.
encourage more
I just
people to
need
get
know
here and maybe
exactly
things will
what it
look
is.
better.
Well, it starts with the people that are here now,
We've taken
Yes.
everything out of this town.
and we still need to represent the people
well.
that are here now.
I don't have a problem with fixing things. I just need to know exactly what it is that is being defined as a violation, not just a letter
Yeah.
that doesn't say what it is. So
I mean-
it's the most effective, and it is state law by the statute that it has to have a description, date and time, and that's not being followed currently.
at least in these 2 instances. I think, but I understand where you're coming from.
I've showed
And-
pictures
yeah.
that are dated February 3rd that I took on
Now.
both of
Yeah,
these
yeah.
properties.
After the letter was sent.
You
Only
came in and
correct
asked and I
steps.
showed you the pictures. It's not a requirement to attach pictures to a formal violation letter.
It says it in the statute. It doesn't say it has to be a picture, but it has to have date, time, and description.
Okay.
That is in the state statute.
And I just think, this is an easily remedied. Is the rest of the board in agreement that simply, you've been invited to the property now, you can get up close, you can write the details that are absent from that letter in the next letter.
Yeah, is the home being occupied right now?
No.
No, it hasn't been occupied.
Okay, so it
in
hasn't
10
been
years.
occupied, so I think that's what Karen was basing her
But
findings on, is that the property is abandoned and it's not inhabitable right now. Is that
It's
true?
not habitable.
Right, it's not
Well-
habitable.
I mean, taxes are being paid on
Okay,
that.
but I need to know exactly what the violation is.
Right,
I
but
mean-
is the
That's-
property habitable, as is?
It
And
has-
what would need to happen to the property if it,
Basically, the
Becomes
concerns all would be just, they'd
like,
have
what
to
do you
look
need
at it from
to
the
do
outside.
to the building to have it
No,
be
it's a little
habitable?
more involved than
I
that.
need to know
Well, you
when I
can't say
receive a
it's
letter
habitable
what
because you
the
can't go inside and see what it looks like.
But that's what I'm
So
saying.
you have to have the outside with windows, and you've read the law, the bylaw, windows, roof, doors, all have to be there. Nothing inside has to be habitable because you can't go and check. So all they gotta do is bring up the outside to
Correct.
meet the
When
appearance.
that happens, I need to know exactly what
It
it
says
is
to cure
that-
this violation, this building must be repaired so it's habitable or
Right.
demolished.
Right.
It doesn't say exterior.
But you can't
it
go
doesn't say
inside to see if it
interior.
is.
Not, right now, I'm hoping I'll be able to.
If she
but
gets the
my-
outside all fixed up and it looks nice, what are you gonna do
Then it's habitable.
not if the inside's all torn apart?
No, from what I understand.
You don't need
from-
to know that.
from
That's right, you don't
research
need
that-
to know that.
From the
And
research that I did, it also includes, has to have water and sewer, which it would have because the hookups are in the
I-
road. It has to have an operating furnace, it has to have,
But it also says it can be abandoned for as long, if there's nothing as long as it's being maintained. So,
I can kinda go along with make it look nice.
Yeah.
Cause you don't want our town looking like crap.
correct.
well,
To some degree, you're in town, you want it to look halfway decent. As far as
All
I'm
I'm
concerned, not
asking for-
people, zoning gets way over ahead of themselves.
All I'm asking for is that when you send a certified letter, it details what the violation is.
normally it does, in this case it didn't because I couldn't go on the property.
You don't
take
have
the
to go on the
pictures.
property, you can see, if you are taking a picture because you particularly are seeing a violation, you can state what it is in that picture is the violation. You don't need to send the picture, you could just even say, I've noticed from the road that whatever.
And how did we come across this violation?
It's been in our books for.
How did it get on our books to
Okay,
begin with?
so the purchase, the house was.
Do you drive around and look for them?
Sometimes and
Yeah, they
sometimes
do.
they're recorded,
Oh,
okay? It depends on this, on particular
Maybe.
property, okay?
I know I'm not gonna get along with most people, but people
Well,
come way out in the
to
country
be
now, live in
honest-
the
to
country,
be
they wanna
honest
do what they
with
want
you-
with their own stuff.
To be honest with you, the bylaws are in place and they are laws,
They can be
Okay.
changed.
and they can be changed, but it takes a vote and a petition and all kinds of
Yeah, I know how
other
to
things.
change it,
Okay.
trust me. We're gonna change all kinds of things in this town.
Okay,
And
Again, I just wanna state,
Way to start.
I am more than willing, I understand the beautification of the town, I get it, I totally understand.
Yeah.
I just wanna know exactly what it is that I need to fix when I get the letter the first time.
Yeah.
okay,
I don't
so,
wanna have to come in, I don't
I
wanna
mean,
have to make a
I don't wanna
call.
be with.
I just want a letter
Yeah,
that says what it is by state statute.
Understood, and I mean, I don't wanna keep rehashing this topic, but I think we have a workable, there's a remedy. And are you okay with the remedy?
sure, I was okay with.
Are you okay with her, giving her,
Correct.
having her come to the property to, and be able
Yes,
to?
yes, I've
So,
already
all right.
made it very clear
So-
that I was good with that,
Okay,
but
so
I'm just saying
I
that I don't think
understand,
it's gonna be the first or the last time.
yeah, so,
And I just want,
yeah.
moving forward, for
also made-
everybody in this town to get the same
yeah,
indication as to what their violation
yeah,
is.
I understood,
That way it is cured, it's signed off as being cured, so that when the next letter comes out, it's going to indicate something different, that it's not the same violation happening again.
I got you,
And
You
I've
see what I'm
already
saying?
responded to that in an email too,
okay,
that it would take a final inspection and then you would get a notice that it was cured.
so I think,
Okay, we also discussed the fact that she shared email and cell phone, so in the future, and if I have an email or a cell phone, I don't send a letter. I
Okay.
even went out and got a cell phone, a very inexpensive one, for texting people
Okay.
or calling them. So it's not like I'm just sending letters.
I hear
The
that,
communication is a lot more open than it's ever been.
Yeah.
As far as that. In this case, like I said, I mean, I did put here, you know, maintain structures habitable with intact exterior walls, intact windows, and intact roof. So we know we have broken windows, we know we have a porch roof that's falling down, and as far as exterior walls, I can see a lot of rot. Okay, so to me, that covered those 3 exterior points.
Clapboard
Okay.
intact, it's not falling down, so.
Well, I say, as long as you got a working solution, come back to us if you got, if you're not satisfied, either of you are not satisfied with the outcome, and we'll go from there. Is that fair enough?
Yes, I just want any letter coming out of the
Yeah, yeah.
office to
Understood.
indicate B, in the statute.
Okay. Do you have anything, Karen?
No,
Eric?
I was hoping we could clear up whether or not we were gonna rename that little driveway that's a street because it has 3 house numbers now.
So, 2 meetings, or it might have been
Last meeting.
February 16th. We talked about naming it, what, East River Street?
I have no idea.
Yes, well, we cannot name it East River Street because we have an East Richford Slide Road, so we cannot have 2 roads that start with east. So we have to have a new name. And Eric and I have been going round and round because ultimately it is up to the board to decide what a road gets named. And we had come up with, because it's across from Davis Park, we had come up with, what, Parkview?
Parkview or Park Place.
Park Place, something.
Davis Lane, whatever, I mean,
No, we can't do Davis Lane, we have Davis
Davis
Road.
Last name
wow, they're really particular. How do they survive this in a major city?
That's when they start sticking numbers in front of
Use
things.
letters and numbers, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So, does the board, what was the first one?
Parkview?
I'm good with that.
And just so you know, the reason we have to name it is because there's 3 properties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one that?
Goes out towards Turk Rock.
Yeah, you put it
And-
up, passes out back.
As Eric told me, there's gonna be more of these situations coming up. And
Okay.
this is for E911 purposes.
Yes.
So-
Okay.
So Alan made a motion, who seconded?
I'm second.
For Parkview.
Alright. All those in favor?
Aye.
Alright, motion passes. Parkview it is.
Thank you.
Anything else, Eric?
Not yet.
Okay. John?
Yes, could we make a temporary repair to those post office steps? You know how hard we work to get a bank here, and that building is difficult to get into
So I
anyway.
can speak to that. So
That-
we are working on getting multiple quotes with multiple people for those stairs. We do possibly have some sort of temporary fix. We're just working on it, cause yes, it is very dangerous.
We've been meeting with contractors since last Wednesday, going over all the projects that we need work on, and
'Cause-
theirs especially.
And I noticed that one of the granite blocks up on the upper
It's-
steps is
yes.
sinking in.
Yes,
Yeah.
no, they're,
That
yes.
did that, the whole thing collapsed, I remember years and years ago.
It did.
It did, yeah.
Well, we were talking about that today, so we may have to tape it off, but we are working on it.
But like on that first step where the cement is rotted away from the salt, even you could just put a board over that first step so you could get up the front without having to go way around. It
Yeah,
makes
we'll
it hard
take that off.
for businesses in that building. And it's a hard building to get into no matter what you do.
I mean, I don't even know if a board would be appropriate, would
I
it?
don't think so. I think it's too dangerous. It's all just soft.
I don't think you'd have a really good way to hold it on.
And if you could, connect it somehow.
I don't, it'd be no good way to put it in there. To adhere it to the cement, it would stay.
We just have to.
What is your temporary thought, your temporary fix thought?
I don't know. Taping it off is the temporary fix until we can, figure out, cause the granite stairs are gonna be a really expensive fix.
Again, we're waiting for quotes. We've
Yeah.
had 2 contractors come out. We have another one that's looking. He was supposed to come this week sometime. So we're trying to do our best, get
Okay.
the board what they need so they can make a decision and we can get working on it.
I mean, I know it looks good, but does it have to be granite? Can it just be redone in concrete?
So,
Is
Yeah.
that a thing,
I do know the few contractors that we did talk to, you can lift those granite and reuse them, you just
Yeah,
have to
the
build
slabs,
what was underneath, you have to build it back. And that's
The
just
issue will be like getting like a small, like you almost essentially need, I don't know how heavy they are, but they're heavy.
Oh, yeah,
So
they'll have
something to
to
lift
lift
them
that
out
from
of
there.
there,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
replacement of a piece of machinery and stuff, so.
Yeah, rebuild the substructure.
Another thing to remember is it isn't maybe the most cost effective, but it's a historic building,
Right,
so you wanna
exactly,
keep the
yeah.
integrity there if you
Yeah.
can. But yeah, we definitely need to do something, it's very bad, very, very bad.
Okay. So, I guess, let us know what you get for quotes and timelines, I guess.
Yes.
Mr. Weatherby, are you on today?
What about that?
He's on the computer. Robert, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have anything today, Robert?
Do you have anything, Robert?
Yes, you there?
Yep, we're here. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I don't have nothing at this time.
Okay.
What about the, I might have something else, the pillars quote.
Oh, yes.
So before Sherry, left, she gave us the quote. She did find someone to fix the pillars for about half of what the original quote was. It was $10,500. He came in my office last week and he said that he could do the work, as soon as, I think it warmed up just a little bit. So like by the end of the month, first part of April, he had time to do the pillars. It was Rick, Beauregard.
Yeah, Rick Beauregard.
So,
And she did get a quote before his too, and what was that? And he ended up rescinding it. He didn't want to.
he rescinded it, he wasn't able to do the work, but also, the quote was, it was double what, Rick Beauregard had.
And as you can tell when you walk into the building, they are in rough shape.
And so the quotes, what you said?
You want me to test that?
10,500, this is the wrong one.
You just had it, didn't you?
It's the wrong one. That was his first one.
No, this is the right one. That's the right one.
Oh,
That's right. Yeah, this is the second one.
My thought is we've been looking for over probably a year and a half. Walking in, even before we discussed the pillars when I first got here, it's very noticeable. They're in horrible shape. We've looked for a long time. I think we need to. I'm for taking action to get them fixed because I mean it is very noticeable eyesore when you walk into town hall.
And we just had, we've had the bricks repointed, so, they're starting to look really good. We had all the white trim repainted, it's nice and bright, so this would just,
Kind of the finish.
finishing
I
touches.
feel like they're getting much worse.
Yeah.
It feels like they're degrading quicker.
This winter was really hard, obviously on the stairs at the post office, and, they did not look like that last year.
You have any thoughts, Alan?
No, I don't understand, what cribbing is, but
So he's gotta build something around them, so when he cuts the posts, or when he cuts the wood out from under them, they don't come from.
so it's temporary.
Yes.
Yeah.
It holds it up while he replaces them.
Take a quick browse. While they're reviewing that, do we have anything for executive today?
I think they're okay.
I think we're all set.
Okay. And this was in the budget, correct?
Yeah,
We did budget for this,
we did.
for the buildings.
Mhm. It's been a really hard go last year trying to find contractors, but I think this being a new year, we're having a lot of success having
Well, and
put our
I
ads out and.
think your Facebook post really
I-
generated some
We've
interest.
had the most calls this time around than we did the last few times that we were.
It could be the economy slowing down, maybe it's multiple factors, but I really think putting it out there the way you did, and it got shared, I saw that it got shared numerous times.
Yeah.
Any discussion on that quote, guys?
How many of you believe it's gonna be done right? That's only my question. Those are structural, they're not decorative. There's no post inside of them.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of places have a post inside and that's just decorative outside. Those are actual columns. Are we, I mean, we absolutely need to get it fixed.
I feel like when he came in and he
He
spoke,
said
'cause
there
he
was a post.
Yeah,
Yeah, he said there was a
And I thought that
post.
we'd already discussed that
Sherry
there is
said
a
that
post,
too.
Is there?
there has to be,
They're
those aren't strong enough to
And they're not
hold up.
weight
And the post is in good shape?
The bottom part is not, the upper, you get up a few feet and it's fine.
So you're gonna have to cut the post off too and.
Just the bottom section, it's this bottom.
The
So-
outer section, I mean, I can ask him for references if you'd like.
No, I just had a question.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That,
When he came in here and he spoke about doing the work, he said that he had done this work before and he
Okay.
seemed very knowledgeable in repairing them. I thought he was, the way he explained things and how he was gonna do it was very detailed and,
okay. I mean, we definitely need to get it done
yeah,
before they rot completely off.
yes.
But, you know, my only question was, there is a post in the center,
That's what Sherry said.
which means all of it's gonna have to be basically cut off, and replaced.
Right, that's what the cribbing is for, so it doesn't detach from the top.
Right.
And it will hold it up so he can replace it.
Yeah, that's just holding up the wooden part, the metal, my understanding is a metal beam in the center of
Is
that.
there a steel post in it or wood?
I don't know what the material is.
I
but
thought
he
somebody said there was a center
post.
post.
There is a center post.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
built back in the early 1900s?
Yeah.
The building opened in 1920, it was under construction for about 10 years before
Yeah.
that.
Okay. And do you have any, in your historian perspective?
I don't believe there's any posts in there, I believe they are true columns.
You think so?
Yeah. The way they're made and grooved, I think they are.
So, how did we get to the determination?
You're gonna have to take a piece of it out.
Yeah.
You're just gonna have to cut a hole in it.
I guess. So, can we have him come do that and then confirm that before we? I mean, because his cribbing's not going to hold that whole thing up, is it?
I don't think so. I mean, I don't know, I'm not a.
Well, can you just ask him for a few additional questions for us then?
Yes, I can do
I
that.
mean, that's the only thing I ask. I mean, if it's a steel beam inside and those are just decorative, great. If it's a wood post that's actually holding it up with those decorative around it, is that wood post in good shape? And are you just gonna cut that post off and stick 2 feet under it, and is it safe with just doing that?
All fair questions.
And
Okay, so we'll follow up with those questions, I guess.
Cause I got no problem having it fixed, but as long as we don't have to redo it again
Yeah.
3-4 years down the road,
No. I mean, and
or create bigger problems.
Rick Clark did that work about 10 years ago.
Yeah, it was probably-
It might be worth reaching out to him because he would know what's in there. Doreen Clark works for FNESU, that's his wife. He's retired now.
He doesn't, we contacted him to actually come out and do the work.
But he would know what's in there is what I'm saying.
He did the work here?
Yeah, he did
Yeah,
that
he did the
work
work on the columns.
on the columns the last time, so he would know how they're made up.
Yeah, cause I reached out to Doreen and she said that is retired, he does some work, but he doesn't have the crew to do a job.
okay.
But he has knowledge as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I didn't know.
All right, so we'll table that till next. Colby, I see you were in the doorway. Do you have anything you want to add?
No, just said that.
Okay. If there's no other business, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All those in favor? Aye.